Okay, so let's take a look at the bits for Clash of Cultures. Take off the box lid here. What have we got? Well, we've got a advertisement, which we'll get rid of. So this is the turn board. In the regular game, turn track. In a regular game, there are 6 rounds, and you can see there's 3 turns to a round. Okay, and then you've got the other game, which has a variable ending. Instead of not knowing when it's going to end on round 6, it can go a few extra rounds. You roll a die to see when it's going to end. So that's the first thing we have. We have some player aid cards. They're all the same for the 4 various colors. Cheat sheet on what things cost, the turn sequence, the status phase, which happens at the end of every round. So those come in handy. They say you can get rid of them after a few games. I'm not sure why. They come in handy. We got the player boards. So player boards look like this. You can see that. Try and keep this down here. It might be easier to see. We've got all of the technologies, and what you're going to do is you mark these with wooden cubes. So you've got all your technologies from agriculture to communications. Over here you've got different types of governments. You can only be in one government setting. You'll notice that at the top we've got a little track up here, and we have various resources like wood and ore and culture and happiness and food, obviously, and things move up and down the track. You can never be higher than 8. Resources like food and wood and ore move up and down. Happiness and culture go up and stay up. When happiness and culture hit these 3 spaces, an event occurs. So event can be good or bad. It can affect you or everybody. And so if you get both of those things all the way up to 7, you're going to have 6 events total that you will draw during the game. You'll also notice that it's going to be hard to see here, but some of these technologies have yellow or blue highlights around them. You get a happiness token for yellow, a culture token for blue when you get one of those technologies. Some of them have prerequisites, such as here, very hard to see in the red. Some of them grant you other free ones, and you have to take the top one in each section before you can take anything else. Then you're free to do what you want. So we've got player boards for the 4 various colors. Oops. Set those to the side. Got the rule book. The rule book is very nicely done. Very easy to find stuff. I've had very few questions about this game, like I do most games, especially in the Civ genre. Everything's pretty easy and pretty laid out. And it's really easy to find when you're looking for stuff. So rule book. Okay, so I bagged everything here, so you're going to have to deal with that. We've got different player pieces and colors. I've had my stuff in 2 different bags, so we've got, here are all the different buildings, and the settlers are in this bag, and then somewhere in here I've got all the I'm sorry, those are wooden cubes. I have the army pieces. So you're getting a lot of figures. You get cardboard stand-ups for the wonders and the first player. We've got wooden cubes. We've got culture tokens, happiness tokens. These are the board pieces. This is what they look like. So the ones that are double-sided are the start player pieces, and the ones that are not double-sided, you obviously turn over while you play. That little symbol there means that there's barbarians. Barbarians are in this box somewhere. They're the brown dudes. Dice. Here are the barbarians. Barbarians just have a basic settlement and a and warriors. Then you have the different cards. You've got action cards that you'll get at the start of the game and the start of every turn, and they let you do various things. The top half is an event, something you can do, and the bottom half can be used during combat. So you've got your action cards. The green cards here are objective cards, and this is how you score victory points, or one of the ways. So you get objectives. Typically you have two types of objectives. One's like non-military, one's military usually. All objective cards that you score are worth 2 points. And the lovely event cards that I was talking about. Like I said, sometimes good, sometimes bad. Famine, irrigation. The irrigation advance lets you ignore this, and basically you lose 2 food. If you don't have food, you have to pay for it by making one of your cities angry. So there's different events. Sometimes they affect everybody, sometimes they affect just you. Adds a little bit of randomness to the game. Finally, you've got the wonder cards. Now the wonders you can build after you get certain advances in your civilization. This is the cost. They're pretty expensive to build, but they're worth 5 victory points at the end of the game. So there's only 7 of these, but like I said, most games you're only going to build 1, and they can be stolen, which is one of the cool aspects of this game. So these are the bits. I'm going to go ahead and get the game set up and show you how it plays.